Good evening, Eagan Wildcat hockey fans. Coming to you live from the Rock in St. Louis Park. Bantam matchup between the Eagan Wildcats and St. Louis Park. Tonight, outdoor matchup. Pretty cool experience here for the boys. Liam Fiedler starts at center, Logan Chang left wing, Derek Bayless right wing. Looks like Cahill and Potts back on defense. And Andrew Eddy, Mr. Andrew Eddy, starts in goal for the Wildcats. Puck is down and we are live. Eagan in their away blues. Going right to left. Behind the net, Fiedler. Off the boards towards Chang. Cahill goes down. Awesome to have Cahill back in his second game back on the ice after an extended injury absence. Love having him back. Puck deep in the Eagan zone, comes high slot, or back to the point. Shot, Eddy makes the save, rebound save. And swept towards the blue line, but kept in. St. Louis Park kind of buzzing here in the Eagan offense or Eagan defensive zone. Shot goes wide. Bayless hammers it around behind Andrew Eddy, but it's kept in. Oh, out in front. Goodness. Shot right on. Eddy makes the save. So a lot of zone time here for St. Louis Park to start. 13:35 to go in the first. Stokes and Todd back on defense. Renner, McCollum, and Olsen up front. Stokes at the blue line, knocks it to center. Here comes Eagan. Olsen with Renner. Try to drop it. St. Louis Park creates a turnover coming the other way. Todd forces the guy wide. Rides him into the board. Shot goes behind the net. Eagan rims it around the boards, but still in front. Shot goes off the side of the net. Now it's behind. Good pass. McCollum to Renner. Tied up in his skates. And turnover. Turnover again. McCollum gets it. Eagan regroups back to Putt. Noah Putt back on D. He gets some speed going and gets it in. Cooper Larson on the ice for his first shift. He dumps it. And St. Louis Park gets it out and all the way down, short of icing. Cahill off the boards to St. Clair. Back to the point. Long shot. Ooh, tipped in front, but tipped wide. Good job by Putt to tie up the forward for St. Louis Park behind the net. Still in the zone. Cahill towards Cahill, St. Clair, and Cooper all there. SLP knocks it deep. Noah Putt trying to tie up his guy. Comes high slot. Let's get it out. And Eagan gets it out to center. Larson flies in after it. Ooh, good job staying on sides, but Bayless now has it at center. Eagan will have to regroup. Stokes, a little toey. Stokes shot wide. Fiedler first on it. Cahill shot, hit a skate, rebound, save. Good save by the St. Louis Park goalie, big Derek Bayless right in front, hammering away at that rebound. Fiedler in on the faceoff, wins it. Bayless to Stokes. Stokes, low shot, tip, save again. Good faceoff win by Liam Fiedler. I'm standing next to Mike Fiedler. Mike decided to skip Bark tonight. Not happy about that decision. Tip pass by Liam towards Chang. Gets it up to him. Egan's got to get it deep. Can't get it deep. Here comes SLP. Into the Eagan zone. They get around Potts. Oh, good tip. Nice stick by Potsy to tip that shot wide. Chang in the corner. Can't tell who that is behind the net. I think that's Potts. Gets it up towards Chang. Chang looking for an outlet pass. That's intercepted. Not a lot cooking for either side here at this point. 10-15 to go, first period. We're still scoreless. Couple of shots each side, but nothing dangerous. Renner carries through center. Bayless changes behind the play. Oh, Renner gets around a couple of guys. Shot comes back to Todd. He goes down low. Renner, Olsen, McCollum, Todd, and Putt on the ice for Eagan. Back check by Olsen. Good job, Tristan. Headman pass to McCollum. He tips it deep. McCollum still on it. Olsen got his guy pinned up against the boards. Oh, nice move to get around St. Clair. McCollum knocks him off the puck. Kept in. Collision, Todd and Olsen. And St. Louis Park comes out to center. Noah Putt off the boards and all the way down. Defenseman will change. Cahill keeps it in at the blue line. Second attempt, that's offsides on Eagan. As Sizer brought it in, but still had some forwards in the zone. Cooper Larson wins it to Cahill. Cahill, Potts. Potts pass intercepted and knocked deep by St. Louis Park. Puck still in the Eagan zone. Caden along the boards towards Cahill. Shot blocked, kept in at the blue line. And into the corner. Eagan gets it out. Larson with speed down the left side. He'll go wide. Looks to center it. Sizer gets bumped off the puck. Back to the point. Todd with a little bit of time, but that closed quickly. Shot blocked, St. Louis Park. Todd hustles back. Pass goes off Todd's skate. He separates the guy from the puck. Still loose. Shot off the side of the net. Will has it. Will to Chang. Chang to Fiedler. Or sorry, Sizer to Fiedler. Sizer goes off on a change. Logan Chang first on the puck. Bayless keeps it in, fires it deep. 7:30 to go, first period, still scoreless. D to D. Stokes for Chang. Ooh, that's way off sides. So neutral zone face-off for Fiedler. Eagan controls. Cahill to Putt. Putt, good pass off the boards for Bayless. Long shot goes wide. Cahill at the point. Shot tipped. High and wide by Derek Bayless. Checks his guy. Hard into the boards. Puck's loose. Chang on it. Chang to Fiedler. Back to the point. Cahill dumps it deep again. Fiedler there. Derek Bayless on it. Far side. Good pinch by Putt to keep it in. Centering pass gets blocked. And St. Louis Park will escape. 2-on-2. Cahill and Putt. Excellent defensive play there by Noah Putt. Forced the play wide, stepped up, created a turnover. Renner looking for Bayless. That's hit a skate, I believe. And Fiedler dumps it deep. Renner creates a turnover, shot. Oh, puck gets hammered out of the zone. That'll be icing on St. Louis Park. Finally, they stopped the clock. We lost a good 10 seconds there. Face-off win for Eagan. Potts knocks it deep. Olsen keeps it in for a second, still keeps it. Olsen on his backhand, he'll get it deep. Little contact in the corner. And St. Louis Park carries it out. 2-on-2, Stokes and Potts both back. Good job by Potts to step up. And Eagan will be offsides on that headman pass from Potts. Larson wins it to Todd. Todd backhand pass back to Larson. Couldn't handle it, turnover. St. Louis Park carries it in. Will to Sizer, and they get it out. That's shot all the way down by Eagan. That'll be icing. No, Putt looking for a headman pass, I think. Just missed. And that faceoff will come down on the Eagan zone. Larson digs in for the draw. They're both tangled up. Shot comes in on Eddie, and he'll cover. Larson wins it this time clean. Fiedler looking to go off the boards. St. Clair flying in. Caden just with tons of speed. Excellent hustle there by St. Clair. And here comes St. Louis Park down into the Eagan zone. They'll go wide, shot right on, and Eddie makes the save. So face off in the Eagan zone once again. Fiedler on it this time. He gets low and wide, wins it. Cahill to Potts. Potts towards Bayless off his stick. And dumped deep by St. Louis Park once again. Chang. Looking for a breakout pass. That got intercepted. Puck down below Eddie. There you go. Got some time and space. Let's use it. Bayless has it at center. He'll reverse. Eagan regroups. Cahill. Little turnover by Cahill. Knocked deep. Chang on the back check. Good job. Well, Chang gets knocked down. Fiedler looking for Bayless. Bayless has it, but can't get past the defenseman, and St. Louis Park brings it into the Eagan zone there onside. Take this guy out. And that's up to center. Renner. Stokes. Up to Bayless. Bayless feels like he's been out there for a while. He brings it into the zone. Derek finds some space. Shot. Save. Rebound loose. Renner had a whack at it, but it's shot wide. McCollum in front. And St. Louis Park carries it out. Todd knocks his guy down. Knocks him into the boards again. Bayless and Todd both there. Oh, Renner had a swipe at it. Just hopped his stick. McCollum to Stokes. Stokes. Bayless on it. We're going to rim it around the other side. Out to center. Coach is yelling for Derek to change. That's a long shift. 17 lugging some minutes here. Dumped deep by St. Louis Park. Stokes on it. He tries to get it up. Let's get it out of the zone. Todd at the blue line. Hammers it down. I don't know what we're doing there. That's an icing. So with 1:49 to go in the first period, we're still scoreless here from the Rock in St. Louis Park. St. Louis Park wins the faceoff, but it comes out of the zone. Here comes Caden St. Clair with speed once again. Tries to center it towards Sizer. Cahill to Sizer. Failed attempt at a check. Larson's on it. That check didn't fail. Larson goes into the boards hard. Battle right in front of us here along the boards. Comes out to center. Cahill. Dumps it high off the glass and deep. Larson and Sizer both there. Henry has it. Back to the point. Good job. D to D. Cahill with space. He'll shoot. Oh, it's tipped just wide by Larson. Good look there by the Wildcats. Under a minute to go. Cahill rims it. Sizer tries to chip it. St. Louis Park beat him to the puck. Putt rings it around the boards towards St. Clair. Centering pass. Well, and that comes out to neutral. Eagan fortunate. 25 seconds to go first period. That's offsides. So 25 seconds to go. St. Louis Park throws it in. Potts reverses to Stokes, but he's pressured. Two Wildcats on the puck up towards Bayless. Here comes Derek. He's got some space. Fiedler with him. Bayless. Shot and a goal. Derek Bayless with 3.8 seconds to go. Goalie had, there's absolutely nothing that goalie could have done with that shot. Just a dirty wrister from Bayless. beats the goalie, top blocker. Eagan up 1-0. Eagan wins the faceoff, and that'll do it for the first period of play. After one, Eagan up 1-0. Back with you for the start of the second period. Eagan Wildcats up 1-0. Bayless with the only goal so far right at the end of the period on a heavy wrist shot. That was a beautiful shot by Bayless. Both teams kind of chasing the puck here at center to start the second. Goes back behind Eddie. Eddie corrals it, looks for a backhand. Pass, Stokes. Good zone exit there for the Wildcats. Olsen on it, he'll dump it deep. McCollum and Renner both on it. Oh, Gavin. Good, strong check by Gavin McCollum. No surprise there. Puck still loose. Back to Potts. Potts winds, fires. Glove saved by the goalie. Here comes St. Louis Park through center. Oh, they get around Potts. That's going to be a penalty. Boy, Potts just trying to make a play on the puck and caught a skate. So he'll go off on a trip with 14:07 to go here in the second period. So Larson, Sizer, Todd, and Putt are the penalty killers for Eagan. Sizer on it. Good headman pass towards Cooper Larson. Larson with speed down the right side. He pulls up. Gets knocked off the puck. Kept in by Will Todd. Nice play. Todd gets it deep. Centers it. Oh, what a pass. Right on the doorstep. Can't tell who that was. Sizer, I believe, on the shot. That's a save by the goalie. So good shorthanded bid there by the Wildcats. And even better, an offensive zone faceoff for Eagan. Larson wins it. Cahill dumps it deep. Back to the point. Todd has it at center. Looking to get it up towards Larson. Larson, skate to stick. Nice job. Larson still has it. Shot high and wide. Todd with it at the point. Oh, nice pass to Sizer. Two St. Louis Park kids collide and fall. Under a minute to go in the penalty kill here for the Wildcats, and it's been a good one for this line so far. Dumped deep by Cahill. Bayless storms in. Shot and a goal. Let's go. Boy, Eagan strong on the penalty kill. Getting the shorthanded goal. Derek Bayless 2 shots, 2 goals for big number 17. Two nothing Eagan. Still shorthanded for 43 seconds. Cahill reverses it to Stokes. Stokes goes rink wide for Bayless. Bayless just a step too far for Fiedler, but it's still in the offensive zone. Stokes knocks it out to center once again. Good job by Liam Fiedler holding up, otherwise that would have been offsides. So he dumps it deep, and Eagan gets a full change. Oh, McCollum looking for the hit. Just missed. Potts is out of the box. He'll go to the bench and trades places with St. Clair. Eagan full strength. 12 minutes to go in the second period. 2-0 lead for Eagan. Well, that's offsides. Oh, they don't call it. Looked offsides to me. Good back check by St. Clair. That's all speed and effort right there. Swept to center. McCollum on it. Good puck protection by Gavin McCollum. He still has it. Oh, he looks to center it. But St. Clair was just a little lower than the pass, and here comes St. Louis Park. They'll dump it in. Todd has it in the high slot. He'll reverse. Good reverse check there by Will. Puck kept in at the point. Shot. Eddie makes the save. Good save, Andrew Eddie, and he'll hold the rebound. So Larson, Renner, Olsen on the ice. With Todd and Putt, I believe, back on D. Yep, that's Noah Putt. Olsen pressuring hard. Cooper had it on his backhand, still has it. Still on his backhand. Lost it in the corner. Olsen back to Will Todd. Will, nice move to get it back deep to Olsen. Olsen centers it. Tipped by Renner just a touch wide. Out to center. Good body collision. Todd runs into a St. Louis Park player, but here comes right out in front. Player comes back behind the net. Todd towards Olsen. Olsen absorbs a hit. 3-on-2 in the Eagan zone here. Shot goes wide. Noah Putt has it, and he'll rip it all the way down. Let's see if that goes on net. Yes, it will, so no icing. Good job by Noah to get that out of the zone and on net. Eagan needed a change, and they got it. Good tie-up along the boards. Renner and Fiedler 2-on-2. Potts staying home back at D, as is Cahill. Potts gets it, dumps it deep. Forwards go to work. Bayless first on it. Nobody wants to mess with him. Bayless comes out of the corner. Oh, centering pass for Fiedler. He just missed it. Cahill to Bayless. Bayless towards Henry, but it was bouncing. Puck comes into the Eagan zone. That goes down below the goal line. Eddie settles it. McCollum went for the check, took the worst of it. Offsides Eagan. So just under 9 minutes to go, second period. Wildcats up 2-0. McCollum wins it back to Todd. Todd looking for options. Good rink-wide pass to St. Clair. St. Clair down the left side. Centering pass for Fiedler. I believe that was Fiedler. No, that's McCollum. Todd knocks it back in. St. Clair, shot just wide. Here comes St. Louis Park through neutral. Lucas Stokes forced the play wide, almost forced it off sides. And there's a battle along the half wall on the far side. Back behind Eddie. Todd on it. He tries to shovel it forward. Chang there, and Chang gets it out and shoots it all the way down. That'll be icing on Eagan. So 8 minutes flat to go, second period. And face off in front of Eddie in the D zone. Ooh, quick shot off the face off and a save by Eddie. Strong save there by Andrew Eddy right off the face off. And that's not easy. Right-handed shooter in the left circle. Still got a good hard shot on net. Offsides on Eagan as Larson knocks it in. Larson wins it. Putt. Putt to Cahill. Cahill to Renner, but it was behind him. No icing. Renner and Olsen. Some physical play down below the goal line. Still loose. Olsen pins his guy. Larson steps in to support. Olsen has it. Looks to center. That goes through the crease. To the point, and that gets out to neutral. Here comes St. Louis Park. Shot saved by Eddie. Olsen chips it. Kept in at the blue line. Dumped deep. St. Louis Park first on it. Pick up the trailer, and they do. Good defense there by Eagan. Here comes Larson. Larson gains the red, gains the blue. Shoved off the puck. Good strong defense by St. Louis Park. And they come out of the zone. 2-on-2 into the Eagan zone. Long shot. Eddie makes the save, and he'll cover. Face-off comes right in front of Eddie. He settles it. Stokes to Bayless. Fiedler with some space. Oh, good hard shot by Liam. Nice save by the goalie. And he'll hold it in the glove. St. Louis Park controlled the faceoff. They get it past Potts at the blue line. Stokes takes control of it. He'll rim it for Bayless. Derek off the boards towards himself. Good play. Gets it in. And that's knocked out to center by St. Louis Park. Stokes first on it. Backhands it towards Potts, but that comes deep into the Eagan zone. Fiedler looking to regroup. To Potts. Potts tries the other side. That doesn't work. Right out in front. St. Louis Park had a backhand opportunity. Lucas Stokes looks to carry. Oh, that's offsides for sure. And there's the whistle. Still 5:21 to go in the second period. 2-0 Eagan. St. Louis Park dumps it in. Will Todd on it. Well, that comes right out in front. That was dangerous. Knocked away Noah putt. Todd pass intercepted. Back to the point. Long shot. Glove saved by Eddie. That almost took Will Todd's head off. I don't know how Eddie even saw it, but he somehow gloved it. Back to the point, St. Louis Park. Chang sweeps it out to center. McCollum with a good body along the red line on the far boards. Eagan dumps it. Chang gets in there. Logan still working down below the goal line. McCollum there as well. Chang body. Todd pinching from the blue line. Putt supports nicely. Helps out his D partner who snuck in. Good job by Noah. Chang puts a body on his guy again, knocks him down. Puck's loose, but St. Louis Park gets to it first, and they send it out. Todd gets it out to center towards Tristan Olsen, but that's knocked right back in. McCollum goes wide, looks to center it. Renner, McCollum, and Olsen out on the ice for Eagan. Shot by Renner. It was a backhand attempt, so it trickles in, and the goalie makes the save. Face-off controlled by Eagan and dumped in. Battle along the boards in front of us. And here comes St. Louis Park with 3:30 to go in the second period. Potts with a good stick knocked it away. St. Louis Park carries it right back in. And there's a whistle. Eagan looks to get it out to center. They do. Only for a second. Larson regroups. He shoots it out and down. That was a tip, so that won't be icing. Olsen gets it down. Oh, centering pass towards Renner. Boy, that was a good centering pass by Potsy. Potts playing up. Larson covers for him. And they switch. Eagan's got a dig here. They got two guys to St. Louis Park's one. Couple players down behind the play. Come on, guys. Kept in nicely by Larson. Tries to find some space. He does. Oh, shot just high and wide. He'll go off on a change, as will the rest of the Wildcats. Bayless knocks it off the forward stick, pushes him down. St. Louis Park, headman pass into the zone. They get by Will Todd. Back to the point. Shot. Goes off a skate into the corner. Todd on it. Sends it over towards Derek Bayless. Bayless gets it out and down. That's tipped once again, so still no icing. Henry Sizer in the corner. And St. Louis Park gets it out to center. Stokes fires it right back in. That's way off sides, and there's the whistle. 1:21 to go in the second. Been full strength for a good portion of the game with only the one penalty. Pretty clean game so far. Eagan wins the faceoff. McCollum knocks it out to center. Back into the Eagan zone. Here's Putt. Putt reverses it behind Eddie. St. Clair tries to get it up. Logan Chang. Good speed here by Logan. He's got a chance. He's ridden off the puck. Still loose. And the goalie covers. So offensive zone faceoff here for the Wildcats. McCollum in. Wins it. Chang towards Putt. Putt's shot goes wide. 40 seconds to go. Boy, McCollum takes out his guy. Good strong hit there. St. Louis Park tries to get it out. They can't. Cahill keeps it in. Oh, it's loose in front. Chang had an opportunity, but it just rolled off his stick. St. Clair keeps it, dumps it deep. 10 seconds to go. St. Louis Park reverses it to the other side, and that should run out the clock here in the second period. So after two, Wildcats up 2-0.
Go to the bathroom. Yeah. All right, face-off win by Cooper. Potsy says the head, but it's picked off. Now picked off out front of the net by Lucas. Tyan battles for it. And Lucas to Cooper. And here comes Cooper. Carries to the zone. He's got Tristan. Tristan shot. He scores. Tristan buries it in the top left corner. Eagan 3-0. And Bill, back to you.
Thank you, sir. I step away for a minute and Eagan scores. Let's go. So 3-0 Wildcats early in the third. Chang back to Will Todd. Will up to Liam. Knocked off his stick, right back to Todd. He's looking to carry, but he lost it. St. Louis Park into the zone. Good step by Putt. Todd up to Bayless. Bayless to Chang. Chang tried to get it deep, but couldn't. Come on, Eagan. Dumped all the way down, and there's no icing. Oh, McCollum, that's going to be a penalty on Gavin. McCollum on a trip. So Gavin off for 2 minutes. Looks like Potts, Cahill, Larson, and Sizer will be on the ice for the Wildcats. Larson won the face-off back. He still has it. Towards Henry. Eagan can't get it out. Cahill creates a little space, and he gets it out. Looking to go rink wide for Larson. Larson up to Sizer. Henry, 1-on-5. Good battle. Larson won it momentarily, but St. Louis Park carries it out. They'll chip it in. Oh, dangerously out in front, and they score. Boy, Eagan with an opportunity to get that puck out of the slot. That comes dangerously out in front of Andrew Eddy, and it gets knocked in. Power play goal, St. Louis Park. So still a lot of game left. 13:05 to go in the third period, now 3-1. Stokes patiently up to St. Clair. Caden with good speed, he'll carry it. Knocked off his stick at the blue line. Bayless. He's got a pair of goals already. Knocked off his stick to center. Stokes to Will. Will back to Stokes. To St. Clair. Tries to tip it in, can't. Stokes hammers it down. That goes off of Todd's stick. St. Louis Park loses an edge, tripped on the face-off dot. Todd up towards St. Clair. Into the zone, Will has it. And here comes Derek Bayless. Centering pass, shot right on. That was Caden St. Clair right in front. Good look by Bayless. He's had a good game. Face-off control by Eagan. Renner. Noah Putt, he'll keep it in. And that gets knocked out to center by St. Louis Park. So Olsen, Renner, and Larson up front. Cahill and Putt back on defense. Deep in the Eagan zone. Potts, backhander to Putt. Putt sweeps it forward. Olsen to Renner. Here comes Renner into the zone, 1-on-2. He'll go wide. Shot, blocker save, but big juicy rebound. Came right out in front. Eagan couldn't do nothing with it. Good job by Gavin McCollum to force that wide and create a turnover. Sizer to center. Back to Cahill. Off the boards, not out. Oh, rebound out in front. Good save, Eddy. Rebound, they got to clear it, and they do. Logan Chang into the zone, has McCollum and Henry. Battle along the wall. Stokes at center. Stokes still at center, over to Potts. He'll reverse it to McCollum. Gavin can't control it. Puck deep in the Eagan zone. They center it. Wide. Oh, nice. Movement there by Andrew Eddy. Good save. Goes to the corner. Boy, Eagan's got to move their feet. Tired legs on the ice right now. Get it out. They get it out to center. Eagan's got to try and get it deep so they can change. They can't. Stokes, excellent body. Stokes has it, and he looks to ice it. Off the boards. Bayless first on it. There's no icing. Derek in, backhand. And a goal. Let's go. Derek Bayless jumps on the ice with a burst of speed. Excellent move. That's a hattie for Bayless. Goes forehand, backhand, and beats the goalie. I didn't even think that went in. That was crazy. He's the only one on the ice celebrating. So Eagan up 4-1. That's offsides. So 4-1 Wildcats behind 3 from Derek Bayless. St. Clair along the boards. Bayless, that long reach, taps it off the boards. Oh, shot in on Eddy that trickled just wide. Putt knocks it to the corner. 3 Wildcats in the corner. And now 3 St. Louis Park players. Everybody digging, shot high and wide. Bayless retrieves. Todd towards St. Clair, gets past him. Get it deep. St. Louis Park has it in the Eagan zone. No real control. Long shot, tipped again. Still in the high slot. Shot block, Cooper Larson. That's good play. What happened here? Cross check, I think. Not sure who's getting called. Looks like Noah Putt's going to go off on the cross check. Face off. Controlled initially by Eagan. Down low. Low to high. Shot blocked. Rebound just wide. He had a wide open net and he pushed it wide. I don't know how that didn't go in. Cahill and Larson in a battle on the far boards, just burning valuable time. This is great. So Potts, Renner, Larson, Cahill are the penalty killers for Eagan. Down below Eddy. No fans looking for a call. That kid tried to jump and didn't stick the landing. That's his fault, not ours. 1 minute left in the penalty. St. Louis Park behind the net, looking for a centering pass. That comes back to the point. St. Louis Park spreads things out. Boy, Eagan chasing the puck here a bit in the defensive zone on the penalty kill. Shot blocked by Renner. He collects, and he fires it all the way down. That's going to go wide of the goalie, so that'll be icing. But Eagan will get the change. 7 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the final period. 24 seconds to go on the putt penalty. Won by Eagan, back to Stokes. Eagan can't clear. Good stick by, I think that's McCollum, no, it's Olsen. Good stick by Olsen, knocks it to the corner. And here comes Eagan. McCollum towards Olsen, he couldn't corral it. Todd, good body. Up to Chang. Eagan, full strength. Chang gets taken out. That's a penalty for sure. So power play coming up for Eagan with only 6:37 to go. Tripping call on St. Louis Park. So Fiedler, Sizer, Bayless are the forwards. Cahill and Potts back on D. Shot, hit traffic, and it's knocked all the way down St. Louis Park. That'll be short of icing. Pressured hard, Bayless grabs it up to Liam. Liam creates some space for himself, looks to center. Bayless, shot, save, rebound, and a second save by the goalie. He'll cover. Larson on the face-off to Olsen. Olsen to Cahill. Cahill towards Potts, but that was fanned on. Cahill carries it, still has it, slows things down. Tips it deep. Olsen gets in there. Eagan starts to spread things out. Larson along the wall. 1:05 to go on the power play. This guy gets around Larson and Cahill on a break. Shot, right pad save, Andrew Eddy. That was a good one. Second attempt, also saved by that right pad. Eagan, 44 seconds to go on the power play. Stuck in their own zone. Larson has it, he escapes. Towards Olsen. Olsen peels off on a change. And that comes out to center. Noah putt, turn and burn. Under 5 to go in the game. Putt gets it deep. Good work. Centering pass. Let's go. Gavin McCollum gets the goal. Love the effort there by Noah Putt, getting that puck deep to himself and centers it to McCollum, who buries it. (5-1) Wildcats. St. Louis Park carries it in the zone. Back to the point. Shot tipped in front, just wide. Putt to Todd. Todd towards McCollum, just on the wrong side. Deep in the Eagan zone. Good play by Eddy. Forces that puck to the corner, and he'll hold that puck. Liam Fiedler on the faceoff, wins it. Nice little set play off the faceoff there by Eagan. Opportunity right in front. St. Louis Park. Oh, another right pad save by Eddie. Cahill. Oh, come on. Looks like Cahill's going to get called for the penalty. An elbow. I don't know. I'll have to watch that one back. Don't like it, first reaction. Thought it was a good play by Cahill. Either way, Eagan down a man for the next 2 minutes. Wraparound attempt, saved by Eddie. Puck still loose. Get them out of there. Eddie makes the save, and it'll be a face-off. Blow the whistle. Puck is down. Backhand attempt to get it out of the zone. That fails. And puck back behind. Oh, Noah. Good stick there by Putt to block that centering pass. Another centering pass. And that gets out of the zone. That's offsides on St. Louis Park. So Eagan scrambling a bit here, shorthanded. We'll take this neutral zone draw. One back towards Todd. Todd towards Larson. Larson pushes his guy down. And Stokes knocks it out of the zone to center. Good play, Lucas. Centering pass gets through everybody. 1 minute to go in the Cahill penalty. Eagan carries it out to center. Here's Olsen. Olsen comes in, puts it on net. Goalie makes the save, and he will cover. So Egan's still shorthanded for 52 seconds. Larson wins it back. Stokes will be the first one on it at center. Lucas up towards Larson. Larson has a chance. Breakaway. Backhand. Saved by the goalie. Rebound. Still loose. Glove saved by the goaltender. Good pass there by the Wildcats to bring that up. 36 seconds to go in the penalty. Putt dumps it deep. Centering pass by the Wildcats. That's intercepted. St. Louis Park breaks it out. They're at center. Boy, gets through everybody. St. Louis Park still on it. Back at the point. Tipped. Eddie makes the save. Putt off the wall to the defenseman. He dumps it deep. That'll do it. Penalty to the Wildcats is over. Cahill to the bench. Renner on the ice. Egan still can't get it out. And finally, Renner will carry a one-on-one. Renner, good check by the St. Louis Park defenseman. And here comes SLP. They'll dump it. 1:20 to go. Eddie settles it for Stokes. Stokes, it's rolling on him a bit. Comes back behind for Todd. Todd to Renner. Renner from his knees gets it up to McCollum, I believe. McCollum racing for a breakaway. Gavin in, shot, save. Pass to the far boards. Todd on the receiving end of that hit. 50 seconds to go to Stokes. Stokes sends it to the middle of the ice. Kind of a group of players there. Fiedler. Chang back to Stokes. Stokes, long shot, that goes wide. Intercepted by Lucas Stokes. Here comes Eagan with 22 seconds to go. Long shot by Lucas, and that's a glove save. So Eagan going to get the victory in this one. Up 5-1 with just under 20 seconds to go. Fiedler. Oh, looks to center it. Sizer had a tip at it. 5 seconds to go. Todd keeps it in. He's checked. And that will do it. No horn out here, I guess. So that's the final whistle. Good showing by the Wildcats on 3 goals from Derek Bayless. Final score from the Rock in St. Louis Park. Eagan 5, St. Louis Park 1.